Well, hey there. Welcome back to the Hardcore Minecraft journey. My name is K-Hug. You can call me Kyler, and we have gotten a lot done since the last episode. So let's jump right into some updates before we get started doing anything crazy today. We talked about expanding our automatic sorting system, which quickly turned into semi-automatic sorting system because down below we have all of these blocks that are just kind of super hard to sort. So I've got everything set up here that I think I'm going to need bulk for now, and that is all of the stones, some of the ground items, and then on the other side we had some of the woods and then some other stuff. But I went ahead and brought over everything that we had. I'm going to manually store all of the wood, everything down here, I believe. And then we also have some like neat stuff, like random wood things that aren't a particular wood type. Now, my favorite part of this build is this, or these in general. I love doing little copper things in Minecraft, especially with the new update, which I'm not on, so I don't have all the cool copper bits, but I was able to kind of mimic the same thing I have on the Craftwork server with the copper piping, just to make it look more industrial. So this pipe kind of goes up, it looks like it goes nowhere. You'll be wrong. We make our way over here. We have another pipe that's cutting off this little alley thing back here we talked about. And I went ahead and just made a nice spiral staircase up this pipe. You gotta watch your head. And this is where the one we just showed you comes up. And this also goes outside, and I'll show you that here in a minute. And then we have these other oxidation leveled ones. And then this one here that comes in at an angle dispenses our items from the industrial caverns, and we've got bamboo farm going. We've updated the cactus farm. We've attached the piping for our iron and our poppies. And yeah, we've got a couple more things to do. I'd like to get sugarcane and kelp and whatever else that we can, you know what? Boom. Whatever else we can get done. All right, I had to get a quick snooze in, but let's go ahead and, where am I going? Let's go ahead and head down to the new industrial district, and I'm going to warn you right now, it is going to be so much different. Voila. Here it is. Now, it may be really chaotic, and I love the chaos. I love using these scaffolds as kind of industrial steel grade pillars and stuff to hold things up. I think that looks absolutely fantastic, and now I can get into a couple of our new advancements, and that is we've got our larger in charge cactus farm. I'm actually not sure why we do cactus farms. It's really not useful for anything, but it's something we can automate. I've also installed a bamboo farm. Now, this is the one that I really wanted to get done, and so I went ahead and did it off camera just to get this process to learn this process, because I've never made a flying machine before. But if we make our way over here and get up inside here, now we really can't go anywhere because there's a lot of bamboo, but behind all of this, there is some observers way back there. They see when some of the bamboo grows up, it activates the redstone, and the flying machine flies across, and it actually goes all the way over there before turning around and coming back. And that's because the next farm that I want to do in this little plot here, these are all like 15 by 15, I think. Quick maths? 17 by 17. I lied. All of these are going to be our little farm sections. We've got a couple more that we can do, and these platforms will make sense here in a minute. These are actually where our redstone is at. So all of our items are taken to the center, the cactus there, the bamboo there. They're piped into a little clock hopper dropper deal, and they're dispensed into this water stream, which, you guessed it, goes all the way. Let's see if we can find out where it goes. All the way over to the other side of the building, inside of the iron farm. That's because the building on the hillside matched up really quite well. So if we make our way in here, and right down in here, you can see there's that target block. It's part of that hopper system. All of the iron now is being shipped through this tube straight on over to our new industrial warehouse. Okay, so there's a couple things I want to get done today. First off, the sugarcane farm. I did mention that. I think that's going to be a great addition. Secondly, we've got to figure out how we're going to access this building. Oh, I totally didn't show you the pipes on the outside. Look at those. Look how awesome they are. It's kind of hard to see the ones because they're parallel to each other, but yeah, look how fantastic that looks. And I want to add a few more pipes throughout just for a little bit of decoration, but they're a little resource intensive when it comes to copper, and I hate aging copper. It takes forever. But yeah, I want to talk about a pathwork. We've got this path that goes down to the bee farm, but there's a giant cliff in the way. Now, I was going to think about bridging across here, and I don't want to take away from the peacefulness of this bee farm. I don't want it to attach to that. I don't think that's going to be worth it. I think instead, now we could have a path coming along here. We've terraformed this a little bit, but I also have a pathwork that we've never used before. Let me just stomp it on my crops. And that is down through here on the way to the fishing tower. You hang a Ralph and through this little tunnel that's unfinished. And now we have access to pretty much the same spot, but a better shot across to there. And I think I want to... I've got some options. I'm either going to come through here and tie into this path, and then we'll cross over here and then across. Or, other option, if I fly up over here, back to the same junction. We could still use that, but then also a pathway to come down this nice meandering hillside and doing the same thing, kind of crossing diagonal. Now, I do have a third option. So we got three options. We can go through a tunnel, around this direction, or both. And I think that's what we'll do. I like having all of our pathworks kind of connected so that we're not, stuck walking. We'd have to walk from here to go all the way around to get to the bee farm if we wanted to. I want to make everything easily traversable. And I've tried to do that the best of my ability. Like, here's the most annoying part, I think, of this entire little development we have here is this path to the base heads all the way over to the villager trading hall. However, if I'm ever coming across here and I want to go to the fishing hut, yeah, there's no path heading that direction. I have to go all the way around, all this terracotta, under the water tower to get there. So I need to start getting better about connecting our pathwork. Well, that's enough of me rambling. Let me go gather some supplies, and we're going to head down below, and we're going to get this sugarcane farm knocked out. Let's go. All right, well, I don't totally have a full plan in effect. I know it's going to be kind of a copy and paste of that, but sugarcane's a little different because it needs water, which is going to make this a little more challenging than I anticipated. But I've gathered a bunch of our redstone bits together. Thankfully, the iron farm has really helped us out with all our hoppers and stuff. And then I've got a bunch of random blocks. I don't know if we're going to do grass or moss or packed dirt, stairs for waterlogging. I'm really not sure what we're going to do yet, but that's just a good starting point. So let me go ahead and get the base of this done, the bottom part, the part where the item collection is going to happen, and then we'll decide what we're going to do for the top. All right, well, the mechanics are safely done. Nothing is turned on, but it is ready to go. We just got to decide what kind of aesthetic we want to go for. Now, I'm trying to make everything a little bit different. That way everything's not the same. We've got the water system over here with green glass. We got the white glass and the moss floors for our bamboo farm. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use the coarse dirt with the spruce stairs for our waterlogging. Now, I'm not really sure how waterlogging. Let's go test this real quick. I really don't want to ruin everything. So if I had a couple rows of dirt, we'll block the ends in, and I put a waterlog stair, does the water run down below? No, I want to test it from above. Hold on, let's do one more layer. And if I clear this out, does the water go through the waterlog step and come down? Because I don't want to wipe all the rails out. If I break this, and if we're up here, if I waterlog this stair, okay, it does hold its own. Perfect. All right, we can go ahead and get this water back, and now we can use the materials we have. Hopefully it's enough, and let's go ahead and put this foundation in real quick. We have to be kind of fast because this thing's already gone off twice and knocked me off of here. So let's not have that happen again. Oh no, look out! Get down! Ugh. Okay, hold on, it's gonna come back across. Oh geez, oh geez. Can I stand? Yeah, I can stand here. This thing is really cool to watch, really annoying, and really dangerous if you're in the way. Alright, the last couple of water buckets, and now it is time for sugarcane. I was just about to come up here. It's a little dangerous. Okay. Oh, we got our first sugarcane. Yes. Okay. Now, the only other thing I do want to touch on real quick is you're probably wondering what this is all about. Well, the thing is with flying machines is they grab everything in their way. And I broke this thing many of times, and I found out that you have to put in a movable block right here. Otherwise, the bamboo is launched, projectile launched outside the bamboo contraption over here. So we need to kind of close this gap in. Now, the flying machine needed a 2x2 hole, and the arms needed to have a little spindly things here. So I went ahead and just put a bunch of furnaces around, and that's what these are for. Now, we got to go ahead and put another row in here. And then we should be good to go. Now, we got to make sure we hurry, because if that thing takes off, it's going to slam into the back of one of these furnaces, and it's never going to work again. Oh, boy. A lot of pressure. Hold on, let's get rid of this one. Something like that. It looks really weird from the inside, but they have a really neat design on the outside. They kind of match the smooth stone bricks there a little bit, so I like the way they turned out. Let's go ahead and... Oh, no. Oh, there it is. Whew. I lost the furnace, and I thought it went through the sorting system. Let's go ahead and get the glass work done, and then we are one step closer to having the sugarcane farm completely done, and then we'll have plenty of trades with our librarians, because as of right now, I've been doing this all by hand. All right, now with all of our glass in place, we should be able to secure all of our sugarcane. Now, I don't think I needed to go quite that high, but I like how this one kind of attaches into the ceiling, and it leaves us room for expansion. And I really think there may be a chance we expand on our sugarcane farm, because sometimes one's just not enough, and we also have the ability to expand in that early direction. I don't know what's behind this wall, but I'm pretty sure it's no good. I'm pretty sure that leads out to the ocean. Now, there is going to be some problems with this process. Like, obviously, there's a little slit right there that some of the bamboo and stuff is going to end up down. Yeah, that's going to happen. We're going to lose some. It's not enough, I think, to worry about. We lose, we probably lost, I don't know. I had some, like, maybe 10 pieces, but it is gathering so much more than that. Now, I do have a bunch of extra resources, so let me crawl underneath here, and, oh, we got to set up our water system. Hold on. Okay, well, we'll make our way over to our little industrial-style piping, and we're just going to put a water bucket right there. Should flow. We got a sign in there. It's perfect. Everything will drop down right down there and be delivered. So now I've got a bunch of extra resources because we've been sitting here harvesting as we've been standing around. Can I not reach the hopper? We can reach this one. Let's go ahead and dump all of our sugarcane in. There we go. Watch it go. Oh, let's go see, ow, if we can catch it over in the sorting system. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I don't have the sorting system set up. It's going to the wrong one. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. Grab this. Climb up a little more. I don't think I have this one set. And I want this one to be set to not bamboo. There we go. Set to sugarcane. That'll item sort out. And we should... Yes, it is starting to fill up with sugarcane. There should be about 3 stacks when it's all said and done. And it looks like it's piping through just about at the right speed, that it shouldn't overwhelm that hopper, I don't think. If anything goes past... Uh-oh. Maybe that was from earlier. Hold on. Is it overloading that hopper? I did a lot way too fast, probably. But I think we're okay, because it should do one item at a time. It's not like a stack of items, so it should be able to keep up with the quantities. Awesome. And we got a couple extra bamboo from that. Dang. This is literally, I think, maybe an hour of running. This bamboo farm has only been going on for an hour, and we have almost a double box full. Cactus, again, I don't know what we're going to do with that, but everything else seems to be running smoothly. Wow, look how perfect that is. 64 stacks, huh? I think I'm going to have a secondary box. Maybe we can put some shelving over here. I want to use these sticks or these bamboo and convert them into sticks or into bamboo blocks for smelting. But we're also going to do kelp, and I think that's what's next on our list. I guess I should also probably... There we go. Well, now that that is all in order, and while we wait for things to fill up, we've got to do, like I said, a little bit of path work here. And I haven't decided what we're going to do exactly. We've also got a really weird pasture over here, and I really want to put something there. That's too much green for this bleak landscape. I think the first thing that we need to do, I like the idea of putting a little building here too. It's a perfect little stoop, a little cliffside building there. But I want to bring this pathwork out. You can see this kind of natural depression here, this natural little ravine, and I definitely want to follow that through. So I think we'll grab our pallet, our path blocks, our coarse dirt, and all the other bits. And I think we're going to go ahead and start working a pathway out the front of our building and down this slope. And then when it gets there, we're going to have to make some decisions. And I'm going to ponder this a little bit while I do some work. So let me go grab some blocks and let me get started on this. And then while I'm doing this, I will be thinking about my options and what we're going to do. Okay, well, I didn't get as far as I wanted because I ran into a little bit of an issue. And it's the same issue I've kind of had everywhere with our pathwork, is that I like to make long meandering paths and not super steep staircases. And well, we probably could have used a super steep staircase. If I would have started back here and made the staircase, maybe this would have worked out better. But I've already done so much work that I'm not going back now. So the problem I ran into is, since I do such rolling staircases like this, you don't go down as fast as you would think. It looked really easy to just use that little depression here to get the staircase to work out, and well, that's not quite the case. So instead, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to do some more meandering, I think. And I stopped because our little buddy Timmy down there, yep, you looking at me, is in the way. I think I want to go along the coast and then maybe cross from there to there. Again, I did say there's a possibility of using that little tunnel over here, but I don't think it's really necessary with the new path layout. And I think I might like this one better. A little more meandering, a little more path work to do, but aesthetically, I think it'll be much more pleasing. Now, I also added another route here, and I've got to do some retaining walls. We're going to use the same like rough cobble retaining walls as we have before along this edge. You know, I've got to move all of our chest, but I would like to terraform back like this hill right here. See how steep this is? Yeah, that's a problem. But I made this secondary path because I talked about, or just previously mentioned, that there would be a really cute idea for something right here. Now, I don't know what that's going to be. A very small building, in fact, but I think it might be nice to have something to just take up this hillside. Oh my goodness. I just had an idea. I'm going to put a tent and a little campfire right here so we can sit and roast some marshmallows on one of our ending day. Timmy is really just locked in. Oh, he was one-eyed aiming right at me. He really does not like me. And we have to move this guy. Can I just get in the boat with him and just move him over there? You know what? If this is how I go out, so be it. Oh! He can shoot through the water. Okay, good. Can we just keep moving? Keep moving, he can't hit you. Yep, come on. Come on. We're gonna get you way out of the way here, bub. Okay, enjoy your time. Bye. Well, now that he's out of the way, let's get to cracking. I'm gonna finish this pathwork out, and then we're gonna be ready for some bridge action, maybe a little building, a little campsite here, and a lot of terraforming. Now, I don't know if I'll get this all done. It is getting pretty close to 1100 days. It's been a lot of extra time getting that industrial cavern thing done, so we're edging really close to our next end of our episode, but I think I can get this pathwork done, the retaining wall, maybe the campsite, and then I guess next time we'll touch on the bridge. This is also a really good time to mention that I know I talked about the colorful boardwalk here. I've got some plans, I've got some building designs in mind. I want to do some designing with those in creative a little bit just to get a ballpark for how that's going to work. But this will have to be a next time episode. This is going to take a lot of resources. Now, I do want to go over some of those resources. I wish I had them with me, but I kind of want to keep this colorful aesthetic that we use for our little our tower flower trail, whatever we're calling this, in this palette. So I'm thinking like some pinks and some greens, maybe like a blue house, anything that we kind of have terracotta versions of. I really like the mute, the very soft colors that terracotta has to offer. So I'm going to do some collecting of that before next time as well, and that'll help fluff up some days here between this episode and next. So in the meantime, like I said, let me go finish that pathwork, maybe do some training, maybe that little campsite, and I'll see you guys over there when it's all done. It's officially time for the final reveal. Let me go ahead and throw away the rest of the junk that we accumulated, and let me take you on a little tour to the new pathwork for our industrial storage warehouse. Now we're gonna go out of the way here a little bit. Oh, I also like to add that I've added buttons everywhere, just a little extra mud kind of around the pathwork. Oh, I think those might be a little too much in line. we'll fix that later. But if we head down this direction, I decided that we were going to go past Timmy, our pillager, and so we've got to make our way up and around over in this early direction, because that is where our pathwork is going to start. So if I make my way over here, I think, actually, what if we don't go that way? What if we just come through here, have a nice staircase? But this is something challenging that I want to try to do. What we're going to try to do here is an angled style bridge. Something I have never attempted before, so that'll be an interesting feat. But if we make our way across our new dirt bridge, we now have the pathwork up here. Now check this out. Look at how beautiful this kind of cantilever retaining wall is. It's very natural with the stones and the tuff, and then I brought in some like acacia, or not acacia, azalea, one of the A's, leaves to kind of fluff it up a little bit, pretty it up. And I added some azalea leaves all over the place, and we'll go check that out here in a minute. But this pathwork now meanders up. I've got the shroom lights in these little pockets for an extra little bit of lighting, a little bit of ambiance as you're walking around. We've got this little downhill thing here where I think we're going to put a nice little building here. I'm not sure what this is going to be yet, but to be determined. So another retaining wall here that holds up the rest of our pathwork all the way up until we enter. Now, I did change the floor here a little bit. I felt like more of an industrial style floor with just andesite and gravel. Just something a little muddy made more sense here. Well, I guess the reverse of muddy. This is muddy. This is clean. But you get the point. And now we have officially arrived into our new warehouse. Now, I do want to check real quick. It has been about an hour and a half or so, and I'm really interested to see how this bad boy's doing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good sight. Oh my god. Okay, we've got to... Some bamboo's getting by. Interesting. Is it pumping bamboo faster than it can store it? Well, there goes the stick as we speak. How is our... Uh-oh. Interesting. We haven't gained a single sugarcane. Is the sugarcane working? I really thought... Okay, something's clogged somewhere because, yeah, everything we put into the chest originally is there. Let's go see what's happening down below. All right, so the bamboo is definitely being deposited and delivered accordingly. And it's harvesting sugarcane because it's all over the place. But why on earth is the wait. Yeah, we got a water block in there. Something with the redstone must be amiss here. Is there anything in the... No. Oh no. You won't believe what I've done. I know exactly what the problem is. If I look up... Yep. Our rail cart was not going this entire time, which means it has been harvesting sugarcane. It's laying all over the place, but it has not. There you go. We can hear it. It's being picked up. It's being delivered. There is a visitor. Hold on. Excuse... There. That's where our sugarcane went. I knew something was amiss. Okay, well, now that really is kind of a bummer that we just missed about an hour and a half of sugarcane production, but we do know we are at roughly 4 stacks, and I will time out how much this creates in an hour one of these days, because we are getting ever close to the end of this episode. What I want to do before we get out of here for our last project is I want to start a little bit of work on that angular bridge, and I think spruce is going to be the answer. For some odd reason, spruce is my favorite block. I don't know why. I don't know what inclined me to use spruce for everything, but it is absolutely what I use for every single build. Yeah, look above my head. Spruce everywhere. So we probably won't get the bracing for the bridge done because I'm not sure what kind of aesthetic we want to go with. Actually, let's take a quick peek to that bridge over there. We didn't use spruce, but we did in the accents. I told you we used spruce for everything, but we just used a brick palette for the edges. And I think I want to kind of incorporate some of the same features because obviously if you're building a bridge, you know, and they're this close together, you got to use the same materials. Now, if we have a staircase coming down and then maybe one more step down, because this is even with that terrain over there, we just got to make some sort of angular pattern here. Now, I don't know if I've ever built at an angle before, but we're about to find out what happens. I think if I just... Nope. All right. I think if I just add in a couple blocks, let's take this one out. And now we got to go up like so. If we just kind of angle this over, the top will be flat. We got to make sure we're staying kind of in a perfect line here along the edges so that our pillars that hold this bridge up makes sense. Let's go ahead, let's go up one more on this one. Like a so. Is that correct? That's correct. And then actually, I might be okay with that. Do we have clearance for a boat? We do. It's not the prettiest thing. Now, if we angle up from the other side as well, let's start this one real quick. I forgot how we started it. I think it's like that. The next one went up a block. Mm-hmm. And then another one. And lastly, this block. Now, I'm seeing... Yeah, there's an end to this, and it's right here where these two conjoin. I think we can just do that. Is that a bridge? Hold on, let's just connect our face real quick. Yep, it's exactly what it sounds like. Now we have a better angle of attack at the view of this. I'm not in love, but I don't hate. And I'm only saying that because we don't have it done. We don't have the edging done. We don't have all the bits and bobbles, all the detailing done. Maybe we'll swap out a couple of these for trapdoors because I like using those in combination. Yeah, I think this will do. Now just to spice a few things up, I'm going to try to remove a couple of these. Make that kind of wonky. Maybe we'll slap a trapdoor on there. Maybe we'll wonk up another one here. Let's wonk this one. Wonk. Okay, I think we'll take this one down. And this will be a trapdoor. Oh. Wrong. Incorrect. Inaccurate. Okay. Can't do a trapdoor here. Are we on the top or the bottom? We are on the bottom, which is good, because that means nothing... No, this is the top. That means nothing will spawn here, which is good. I'm kind of... Oh, I like what we've done, but I'm kind of leaning towards, honestly... I would like it to be one step and then two at the same level and then the top. I don't like how it's just a... Okay, we're going to stick with it for now. We're going to stick with it for now and then we'll assess it at a later time. Let's add in maybe a stair there. A couple trapdoors on this one and maybe a stair here. We'll set this one back a little bit. Is that weird enough? And this one. Okay. It just gives it a little odd shape. We don't want it to be perfectly symmetrical. It's supposed to be kind of an odd bridge. Okay, I really am liking the shape of that. Now, I'm not sure. I think I'm just going to steal the bricks. And we're just going to put a nice parabolic archway across here as support. And then we might throw in like a pillar at both ends here. And a pillar at both ends over here. Oh, it even looks so good at night in this lighting. And just because I said I would show you, I added some vines kind of out and around the outskirts of this wall along the ocean side, kind of on these terraces. Let me get somewhere where we can see all this. Let's get right up here. Can we spyglass far enough in? Sure can. Okay, so we added some vines down along the riverfront. I think that makes sense. The foliage is being watered by the stray foliage is being watered by the natural river we have here. And then I added in a few extra little spots. We got rid of some fences there, added a couple bushes, and we also added a little bit more of this vining azalea along all these terraces. And I think it just adds a little splash of color against these very, very mute and gray walls. There may be some other things we can do. We can do some glow lichen, we can do some actual vines, and maybe that'll help kind of liven it up just that little bit extra that we need. Now, with everything we got done today from the sugarcane farm, the bamboo farm, all of our piping, our new humble bridge, some terraforming and pathwork, it is time to bring this next chapter to a close. And as the sun's rays begin to peek over the badlands behind us and illuminate our beautiful new terraced wall, it is time for me to get out of here. So until next time, stay crafty, stay courageous, and as always, stay beautiful. Goodbye.